a big bump is here, and he wanted to talk about the black Dylann Roof. Marcus, what's his name? Chenault? Is that how you say
I
it?
pronounce it Chenault.
Chenault.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So Marcus Wayne Chenault was the killer. He was the murderer of Alberta King, which is Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother. That was my correlation, aka Black Dylann Roof. Marcus Chenault murdered Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother in a church.
Wow.
At Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was actually Chenault's birthday. He turned.
This is a picture of him. He was a nerd.
Yeah, he went to Ohio State.
Sorry, kids. I shouldn't call him a nerd.
He was. I think he was.
He had thick Coke bottle glasses.
Yeah. He looks nothing. I don't know. He looks so square right there.
Right. Wearing a collared shirt. We're looking at a picture of him, those of you on the audio feed. He has an afro, but a big forehead, a Hake forehead. And a smushy face. I don't know if that's accurate. There he is, looking like a nerd too.
Right.
So he shot and killed MLK's mother before or after MLK died?
After. This was in 1974.
Okay.
And it was the day he did it. It was his birthday, his 23rd birthday.
It was
Chenault's
23rd
birthday.
So for his birthday, he went and murdered this woman.
Mm-hmm. And I think two others also.
Okay.
Yeah. So
was
three
he
in total.
specifically targeting her?
No, he specifically targeted her husband, MLK Sr. But he was close when he was in the church. That's the closest person to him.
The mother.
Yeah, the mother.
She was kind of the first lady.
Yeah.
Was he the pastor at Ebenezer?
Yeah.
So the dad took over for MLK after MLK died?
I don't know how that happened. What that dynamic was specifically, but he was the pastor at the time.
Wow.
Of Ebenezer Church.
And was he? Okay, go on. I
No,
don't
go
want to
ahead.
interrupt.
Go ahead. No,
I was going to say, was he a Pan-Africanist?
No, he was a Black Hebrew Israelite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was.
Some of those Black Hebrew, you got to watch out for some of them. Just like with everybody, really.
Right. Yeah.
Anybody angry?
So, and that's the thing. That guy right there is his leader at the time. His Hebrew Israelite.
This guy is a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, he was his teacher, leader.
His last name is Israel.
Israel, yeah, and I think they tend
But he's black.
tend to do that. He's black. His name is Hananiah Israel, and that's.
I wonder if that's his born name. Did his parents name him with an Israelite name, or did he change it?
No, he changed it.
Okay.
It was something else. I did read it was something else.
It was like
that's
John Smith.
And that Hananiah is Hebrew for Shadrach. So he took that name from the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
So this is the mentor of the killer of the Black Dylann Roof.
Yeah, but he said the Israel guy. He said he wasn't. His teachings are nonviolent.
Right.
I don't know if that was to get away from Chenault or not, but that's what he said. And the one thing that you just mentioned about him, Chenault was upset. This is the correlation with the Dylann Roof. Dylann Roof finding out that the statistics and information about the black on black crime or the white on black, black on white, all the statistics.
Yes.
That was wrong, and it infuriated, it angered him.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Chenault. Once he realized that the civil rights movement was taken over by, or was used, the black preachers would get more money, and what else did he say? Yeah, and would destroy the black community. That he didn't like that. He didn't like the black community being destroyed and the black preachers using the blacks.
Yeah.
That's where it triggered him to. He even wanted to kill his cousin that was a preacher.
Wow.
He whatever made him stop that. He was after Jesse Jackson, but the day of him going to Chicago, he didn't take the trip, and he stopped that plot or whatnot. But yeah, that's the correlation. That anger, as soon as he realized that, which was true,
Right.
it's true. The black preachers and the black community was going to go to the dumps with the civil rights movement.
Right.
But that triggered him to be violent, to go that route.
Interesting.
That was that correlation that I saw immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd always, once I remembered or once I heard that this situation happened with the killing in church.
Yep.
And the Dylann Roof thing, I always was like, hey, I don't see the outcry still about MLK's mother,
right,
in
Chenault.
church. Yeah,
I didn't even know this story.
Yeah, so and the Hebrew Israelite thing was, which took me down a whole different rabbit hole. That that's something else. But to that's where I was getting at. That he was ready and willing to do whatever at that point because he was so caught up in that black preachers making money and black preachers taking over the community that they felt wasn't right. And I guess that was the teaching from the Hananiah Israel.
Oh,
gentleman. Yeah.
So they saw the civil rights leaders and the
Mm-hmm.
preachers who supported the so-called civil rights movement as traitors to the blacks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's exactly what they thought. That's what they saw. Yeah.
So I know that Dylann Roof wanted a race war. Did this guy want? He felt like he was at war against the enemies of black people, which included blacks.
Which included blacks.
Primarily blacks. Those were his immediate enemies.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
He thought they were his friends.
Yeah.
Before that, I guess.
Yeah. Like I said, he immediately supposedly the very first person on his list was his cousin that was a pastor.
Man. But he didn't kill him. He didn't end up killing him.
No.
And did he get captured right after killing Alberta? Was it Alberta King?
I think it was that. If I'm not mistaken, it was the same day.
Okay.
I think the church congregation helped out.
They subdued him.
Yeah.
So he killed 3 people.
3 people: Alberta King, a deacon, and one other person.
Wow.
Was, at the church. And
did the cops take him to Burger King to get hamburgers? Did he surrender peacefully?
I didn't read in detail if that was the case.
He survived though.
This guy he didn't.
He was sentenced to death, but he did not. I read that he died of old age or something.
Yeah, the Kings, which they typically do, because they also did it with who did they say killed
MLK's assassin.
Yeah,
I forget.
Jeez, I can't remember his name right now. Well, they tend to go the forgive route of, whatever. We forgive him, basically. So they did that also. That's why he wasn't.
Oh, they forgave him.
Yeah. So
James Earl Ray.
James Earl Ray, right. So they did the same thing with James Earl Ray that they did with Chenault, with Marcus Chenault.
They pretended to forgive him.
Yeah. And there was also...
How can you not forgive a face like that?
Look at him.
He looks like a pre-gremlin. Kind of a cute face, sort of.
That looks so young right there, like the Trayvon Martin type picture where they're showing him young. Yeah. There was something else you said that reminded me. Man, I can't even remember this now. It was something else that popped up in my mind. But yeah, that's the Black Dylann Roof. He's the radicalized for sure.
Yeah.
With, like I said, the point of him seeing that was the case and that it was true.
Right.
But now you overreacted to the
Yeah,
actual
exactly.
situation. Yeah.
And he bought into other lies apparently, because I don't know if he's a real Israelite. I don't buy your black Hebrew Israelite stuff, Israelites.
Hey, so a side note
Yeah.
about the black Hebrew Israelites, that the founder of the Hebrew Israelites, he said that the earth was square. This is just a little side
Oh,
note.
really?
Yeah, and that was like, and people actually followed this, you know. So that was something that was a little off to me, you know. But that was just a sidebar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flat, not the flat Earth, the square Earth. So it's just another
Who
weird.
knew?
Who knew? Yeah.